Hello everybody. It's Thursday. How we all doing? Hi Aaron, rolling into chat. Wagwan Karik. Hello Hypercarry. Hi Reaper. Hey Samus. How's everyone doing on this fine Thursday? We all having a good day? I just remembered I didn't defrost my mints. Actually, I do have mints, don't I? Yes. I assumed. I knew I had one. It's all good. But we have to defrost it in the microwave, unfortunately. We have some stuff to chop. Let me double check how long the... Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, there's like 5 adverts layered on top of each other. Okay, so we're going to focus on doing the empanadas. And then when they're in the oven, we can do the coleslaw and we can do the chimichurri sauce. How does that sound? You doing great? Good to hear. Doing good? Just making some hot dogs. Very nice. How about me? I've had a day. It's been a day. I did some cleaning in my house. Realized we have a bit of a problem. Need to clean some stuff in the living room. So I will broach that with Cloudy when he gets home. Yeah, just boring stuff really. Put out a video, sort out some like admin-y stuff, you know. Spoke to my parents this morning. First time I've spoken to them in a few weeks. They've been in Germany. I went to Germany to a number of different cities for Christmas markets and stuff. My dad regaled me with tales of how many different currywurst he had. So I had a nice time, which was good. But yeah, I played a little bit of gaming. That was about it really. Not really done much else today. But I'll do some cooking. And I will veg out in the evening. Hopefully we can have a nice long stream tomorrow. Do some Final Fantasy IX tomorrow. Yeah, today's been a day. You had a place near window on the plane? Window seat? That's the dream. Honestly, I don't know if I like window seats as much. Give me an aisle seat so I can stick my leg out in the aisle. Otherwise my knees hurt. She was flying on the same plane as you. What are the odds of that? That's crazy. Yeah, my parents, they basically went on like a coach trip, essentially. And they went to different cities and stayed in different hotels and stuff. Because I like to go on coach trips and like meet new people and stuff like that and go to different places. But they were complaining that like apparently the food at the restaurants was not very good. And like it was just like really bog standard stuff. You didn't get a starter or a dessert or anything. And it was basically like someone had just whipped it up like in the microwave kind of food. So loads of people were unhappy, and my dad was like, I wasn't bothered though, because I'd been eating currywurst all day. And I was like, alright Dad, I'm glad you had a good time. So yeah, I'll be seeing this 2 weeks today actually. 2 weeks today I'll be travelling down to go and spend Christmas with them, which will be nice. Got to finalise some Christmas presents. And then I'll be ready for Christmas. We've got some onion chopped. So basically all we're doing is we're going to be chopping up a bunch of stuff and then we'll be putting it into a saucepan and frying it. And that will be That's in preparation for the filling for the empanadas. When that's frying, we can maybe give this a little bit of a wipe down, flip it, and start getting the pastry ready. You still need to shop for gifts? Okay, so I'm not the only person who's left it. I mean, I guess it's not late. Still a few weeks to go. Problem is, I need to do it before I go and see my parents. So, what else do we need? We've got onion. We need to do some coriander and some parsley. Which we'll also need for stuff later on. So it's probably better if I just do the whole lot now, right? Because we'll need some for the sauce that we're doing. But yeah. Yeah, hopefully I might be able to meet some of my friends as well. A lot of my friends go back to my hometown to see their families over Christmas. A lot of my friends live down south, like uni friends and high school friends. Pretty much everyone lives down south, which is very far away. And as you get older, people have jobs, and opportunities to meet up with people is not as easy as when you were younger. So, with any luck, there'll be a chance for me to see some people and, you know, have a bit of a catch up, because I do miss a lot of my friends. Living up here, I mean, I like where I live, but it does mean I am pretty far away from a lot of people. We need parsley for two things, so we need to do quite a lot. What we might do is move the chopping board, actually. That's the strap, so that when we do the pastry rolling, we can do it on this surface. You guys can watch, but it's also a good surface to do the pastry roll. If you remember the last time I did empanadas, I didn't have enough pastry. I had to dash out to the supermarket to grab some more, because I was like, no, it's not enough. Oh, I finished the decks in Pokemon as well. Did that last night. Finally got enough coins to evolve Gimmighoul, little goblin. So I think I've got a plan to play on Sunday, so what I will try and do is just do some raids and stuff. Need all of the items I can get. Build up a team for ranked. But then DBD update came out today, I think. The winter update, the snowman update. So I'll play a little bit of that. I need to get back on Apex as well, because I kind of grinded it out for the first few weeks. Beamed through it all, and then not really touched it. I'm busy with other games and stuff. So we'll be able to do that before the end of the year, I'm sure. There was a game that I saw on sale, Immortality, which I was tempted to pick up. It came out this year, and it's like, I think Carrie played it. It's like a you watch movie clips and you have to like decipher a mystery kind of game. I think it was on sale for like £11, but I don't know whether I might be able to squeeze it in before the end of the year. But there was that, and I saw also the new, the latest Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I think, is on Steam and on sale now. Would I be willing to eat a Big Mac on camera for £20? Does the £20, like, will you pay for my burger as well? Or do I have to buy the burger myself? But yes, probably. I couldn't do it now because I don't have a Big Mac. And I'm cooking, so I'm not going to order a Big Mac. Is this a fetish thing? I don't care. £20, £20. So this is parsley. We're chopping some of this. We need some of this. So half of this is going to go in with the empanadas. The rest is going to go in the chimichurri sauce. This chopping board is going to get very cluttered. So thankfully we've got a big one. Unfortunately, it's the only one we have. It would be nice to have a second one to do separate things on, but alas, no possible is no possible. Okay, so that's our parsley. I'm going to do it over here, and then push the onions there. Make sure everything's staying separate as best I can. We also need to do some coriander. £20 plus Big Mac money. Not a fetish, just think it's funny. Yeah? I mean, you'd have to do it like middle of the week next week or something. Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. I'd do it. And it's gifted you game this day? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd like to play it. But with the money as it is at the moment, I don't know whether I can afford to buy it just around Christmas time, you know what I mean? So hopefully it's on sale in the future. Because I saw a streamer play it and I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. I'm going to stop watching because I want to experience it for myself. A lot of herb chopping today. So this is coriander. This is also going in the empanadas, but also into the sauce. So we're going to do quite a lot. The next herb is oregano. Got some fresh oregano, but we will not need that for the empanadas. That's just for the sauce. We don't need as much for that, basically. And the other things we need to chop up, we need to chop up green chili for the sauce. And oh, lost a bit. Yeah. I've been thinking about doing some shorts on my YouTube channel as well. Shorts of like old highlights and stuff like that. But just put them in shorts because they seem to be a thing on YouTube now that people like to use. So I thought, well, I have like highlight clips that kind of go with that. Maybe just post unboxings of like big things and be like, hey, here's a short. If it brings people to the channel, I guess it's a good thing. I guess it's like TikTok, right? TikTok's really popular. YouTube are jumping on the trend. Got to keep up in the game. I think we're good here. Made a lot of mess. Buenas tardes, Gabbins. How are you doing today? ¿Qué tal? Used to be on campus. Not done with report for tomorrow. Oh no, you ordered pizza. That's good. Gosh, remember Jordan's original character arc? Way back when he was a little fresh C sub? The meme always used to be Jordan ate pizza like 6 times a week. Pizza and Pepsi Max. That was Jordan's diet. He went from being the pizza man to the taxi man to, yeah, the legend that you see before yourself today. This is going to be hard to... I'm making a lot of mess today. Not what I mean today, I always make mess. Okay. So that's our coriander. Again, that's going to be split into 2 different things. We need to do some oregano. Tengo mucho frío, tío. Yo también. Mucho frío. No me gusta. No me gusta ni vino. Alright, I take this stuff off. My best I can. Maybe I just do it all together. Do I need to destalk this shit? I was been doing Resident Evil 0 achievements, and one of them is to complete the game without saving. So I have to set aside, like, the game takes like 3 hours to finish at a speedrun pace, right? Not like speedrun, but you know, if you know what you're doing. But I was also trying to like tie it in with some other achievements as well. And one of them was to kill all of the bosses with the same character. I only went and messed it up, didn't I? So I had to put stock to it and have to come back and do that one another day. It is what it is. Thing with the Resident Evil is you have to do the runs like you have to do about, well, I mean you have to do a lot of playthroughs basically. So you have to do them on different difficulties, you have to do them on under set time, so it's often best to try and do as many as possible, like as many achievements in the same run as possible. But some of them require more than one, like collecting all weapons, you have a choice. So that's something I'm trying to do before the end of the year. Get a little +1 in the column. Right, this is the oregano. This is the last herb that we need to chop up. This one is purely for the chimichurri sauce. Okay? Oh. It was back when your parents paid for pizza, now you're poor. Okay. What else do I need to do? So I need to do a green chili, and that's for the chimichurri sauce as well. So we'll keep that on this side. This is all getting a bit... We're running out of room, really, here. Once we get everything on the go, it'll be good. But when we're setting up here, it's going to be running out of space. So I actually need to de-seed this bad boy as well. But the best achievement on Resident Evil 0 is the last one. So if anyone ever played the game back on GameCube, anyone remembers, when you've beaten the game, you get to play as Wesker in Wesker mode. And you can, he has this laser beam eye attack that vaporizes people. You have to kill like a bunch of people using the laser beam eyes. So you basically have an entire playthrough playing as Wesker with laser beam eyes. So I'm leaving that one till last. Okay, green chilies are for the chimichurri sauce. Again, trying to keep, I can keep this close to the oregano because we're only using the oregano for the sauce. It's not going in the empanadas. So keep that all close together in a little pile together. Okay, now the only thing we need to chop up, I think, is some chorizo. Oh, I'm nearly tripping over cables. Ah! Chat, it happened again. Oh, it's Wesker in time. Yeah. Put your dick away, Wesker. I'm not gonna have sex with you, Wesker. Where's my chorizo? Where's my sausage? Right. We need about half of this. When did I cook chorizo last? Chorizo a couple of weeks ago, right? I was made a paella. Okay. I do not have much space to do this. I'm going to do it on the edge. I'm a man on the edge. Do some fried chorizo or something later in the week. So I need to chop this chorizo fairly finely. So next week actually is probably be my last cooking stream of the year. Probably my last cooking stream of the year. Because the Thursday after is when I go to visit my parents. So I will be not here. That will be the end of streams. So next week we'll try and do a roast. Oh my gosh, I really need another chopping board, holy shit. I'm gonna have to spin this around. Yeah, so I said I normally do a roast as my last cooking stream of the year. That's normally what I do. And I did say I would try and do goose. But if I can find a goose, then I will, because I've never had goose. That'd be a funny thing to try. If I can't find one, then we'll do something else. We'll do something with roasties. I mean, the plan for next week is pretty much see if I can finish Final Fantasy IX. Hope Valve fix MVM so I can play some MVM. play the DBD update before Christmas ends. And that's it, really. Just chill. Just have a good time. Enjoy the stream, viewers. That's you guys. I lost a bit of chorito. It's gone. Okay. So the chorito is now ready. We need to do the mince now. Silly me, forgot to get the mince out to defrost it, so we're gonna have to defrost it in the microwave. Where'd that bit of chorizo go? Oh, it's in the corner. Okay, we're nearly ready, gang. We defrost this, and then we start putting all the bits and pieces into a saucepan. You're gonna roast chat? I could roast chat. Little roasting session. I should get my pastry out now so that it actually comes to room temp a little bit. Should have done that at the start of the stream, to be honest. We need paprika, cumin, chili flakes. Whew. Yeah, so we're getting there, guys. It's crazy how having my laptop here just removes so much space for me to work with. You know? And when I've got a lot of things on the go, it's like, okay, I've got no workspace now. Try edamame. Roast? What, you mean to roast you? Wait, no, why am I trying to rap? I don't know. Oh, you caught me off guard. I'm in cooking mode. I'm not in roasting mode. You know what I mean? Right, I need to put the fan there. Not the fan, the oven. Do I need both trays is the question. I can't remember last time if I needed both or not. Cook faster. If you can't beat minute rice, then you're a failure. Look, Karik, this is what I tried to explain to you. Just like in the bedroom, faster doesn't necessarily mean better. Okay? Some things are worth taking a little bit longer, spending your time on them, you know? Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding in our mince, our chorizo, our onion, half of the parsley, half of the coriander, and then we're going to be adding in some spices. crushed chilies, smoked paprika, and some cumin. And then we're going to be frying that up, mixing it all together, and then that will be our filling. While that is on the hob, we are going to move this chopping board out of the way, and we're going to start rolling some of the pastry. Wise words. Some people just need to be told, you know? Yeah, so that's the plan, and then once the stuff has been cooked, we take it off the heat, let it cool down a little bit. Hopefully our pastry is ready by then. We serve up the mixture inside the pastry, then put them on a tray, and then we will put them in the oven. Well, we'll egg wash them and then put them in the oven for like 20 minutes. In that 20-minute time, we will prepare the coleslaw and the chimichurri sauce. So a lot going on. It's not going to look like a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? But the amount of work is quite a lot. So okay. Right. I've made mess, but that's what you expect from my stream. Mess. I need a wooden spoon. Ah! Why'd you put the tongs in like this, Cloudy? I don't understand. Puts the tongs in upside down, so they like spread out and block everything. Okay. Okay, I'm just breaking up the mince in the pan. Okay, so now I'm going to try add everything else. Now, like I always say, this is a lovely cutting board, but it doesn't really help us too much when it comes to getting things off, because it's got ridges around the edge. Everything gets stuck in the ridges. So we're adding in our chorizo. I'm going to add in the onion now as well. Half of it is flying off the board. It like hits the ridge and ricochets. So it just doesn't work. It doesn't work, chat. It's all good. I moan about it every week. I will moan about it until we get a different one. Alright, I'm adding in the parsley as well. So our parsley good to go. Then our coriander. And that's all we're adding in terms of stuff from the board now. We also need to add in some crushed chilies, smoked paprika, and some cumin. Cloudy bought like an industrial sized amount of cumin the other day. It's hilarious. We do go through a lot of it. We make a lot of curries and like Mexican food, so having a lot of cumin in the house does help. Alright, and now we're going to mix this all up. Easier said than done. We've got chunks of mince here. We kind of want it to be broken up into smaller bits, otherwise the filling's going to be a very weird texture. Also, we want it all to brown up. There we go. Looking good so far. We'll give that a little bit of time. There you guys want to see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Just a mixture of colours at the moment. Okay. I'm going to move this chopping board all the way over here because we don't really need it just yet. What we do need is to sort out the pastry. Now I've got 2 rolls. Because I seem to remember needing to buy more last time. And the reason you want it to be warm, like to room temperate a little bit, is otherwise it will crack when you unroll it, like it has done a little bit there. So I'm trying to multitask here, keeping an eye on the filling. Keep breaking it up a little bit. There's just a couple of chunks of mince that need to be broken up a bit, but it's mostly good. Yeah, no, that smells good. We got the right mixture there. So I want those to be a little bit, this pastry to be a little bit thinner. Just roll it this way a little bit. Should be fine. Should be fine. Right, now what I did last time was I used a knife and I cut them into like down the middle, wasn't it? Like this. And I did because you put the filling there and then you fold it over. So they ended up being like rectangle shape, but yeah. Hi Calvith, what's up? You mean a knife? I do mean a knife, yes. So I'm just going to try and do these like this. So I mean cloudy eating actually, so I'm going to end up with more food than we need. I'm actually going to put this over here. Hopefully it doesn't get messed up because it's close to the heat. This filling is looking really good. You could eat this filling. You could probably put it in like most different things. Stick it anywhere. Okay, we get the next bit. The reason I bought more is because I had so much filling last time that I either just had leftovers of it or I just made more, and I thought, you know what, I'll get more pastry and that way what will happen is I'll have leftover empanadas rather than just leftover filling. Take this over like that. A little bit of crackage, but it's okay. And just stretching it out a little bit, making it a little bit thinner, but not too thin. Because if you make it too thin, then it will just what it will do is split, and you'll end up with all the filling flowing outside of your empanadas, and that's not what we want, do we? Okay, so the mixture now looks nice and cooked. It looks very nice. It smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the heat now. Take it off the heat for a moment. And put the extractor fan on a little bit. We'll take it off the heat and we're just going to let it cool down a little bit. Because if it goes into the pastry boiling hot, then it's not going to be great. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We're making empanadas today with chimichurri sauce and also doing some Chiopotle Coleslaw. So, yeah. Things are going well so far. Everything has been going to plan. Touch wood. So we will see. We can continue along this vector. Start putting away these dishes. Yeah, I mean, that's all the cooking on the hob that we need to do, actually. Everything else goes in the oven, and everything else is uncooked. We just need to do a little bit more chopping, but we'll do that when we bring the chopping board back. And we'll, excuse me, we'll do all of that while the empanadas are in the oven. Because we'll have about 20 minutes to wait around. It gives us something to do. Empanadas Poggies. Hey Flash, how you doing? Yeah, I did them a while ago. But Cloudy missed out on them. I think I can't remember what he was doing, but he wasn't home. So I was like, I'll make them again. That was like, gosh, a long time ago now, like 6 months ago or something. So I thought, you know what, in this cold weather, you know what you need? Something spicy. Something spicy. The coleslaw is essentially just mixing things up in a bowl. We'll just need to do some chopping and some grating. Doesn't take too long. And also the sauce is again just mixing stuff together. We're just letting the filling cool down a little bit. We don't want it like ice cold or anything. Oh, I do need to remember the egg wash. Don't let me forget that. Tell you what, I'll get a little bowl out to remind me. I'll put it there, and I'm going to put an egg in there in preparation. What's the other thing I need? No, nothing. Okay. And then I'll have chorizo and chilies left over for the week. Make a meal out of that somehow. Trying to make sure there's no like perishables left over, because 22nd I'll go to my parents until end of the year. Don't know how long Cloudy's away for, but I think he's away for a little bit less than me. Best not to leave stuff that's going to go off. A place in your village used to sell octopus empanadas, and they were the shit, kind of expensive. I can imagine octopus ones would be expensive, but that's really interesting. Only ones I've ever had have been like beef or chicken. I've never had seafood ones. That'll be something to look for in the future, actually. Okay, I think, okay. It may be time for me to risk trying to do this now. So inside these, for those of you who missed it earlier, we've got beef, chorizo, onion, herbs, spices, and whatnot. I'm just going to grab a spoon. So the idea is we're going to put some filling here, and then we're going to fold it over. And they're not going to be very nicely shaped because of that. But, oh god, I've messed it up already. Oh lord. Throwing. So the key is to not make a mess, which is very, very difficult for me. And to not overfill. If we overfill, then they will explode and be hard to actually do anything with. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you have a bit of a lip around the edge, and then you fold them down like that. Perfect, that's a correct amount. Maybe a little bit large, a little bit bulbous there, but what we'll do is we'll get a fork and we'll crimp the edges at some point, so that it kind of like, it seals it a little bit. So that we don't have any like escaping. Oh dear. Like I said, making a mess. Chorizo on there. If you overfill, then they're just going to rupture, and then all the sauce and stuff will leak out, which we don't want. I mean, maybe you do want. We kind of want them to look nice as well. We've got the taste down. This combination smells great, tastes great, but it'd be nice for people to be able to eat them with their hands, as intended. Dip them in the chimichurri sauce that we're going to make after this. I guess the coleslaw is not going to be able to be eaten with your hands. The only worry, oh, that one's got a little bit much, I think. The only worry I have is that they'll be too, like, pastry. I quite like pastry. I'm a fan of pastry stuff. But if you've got too much pastry on something and not enough filling, if that balance isn't found, then all you're really tasting is pastry, and it's not always very nice. Because you want to taste the flavors. You want to taste everything, not just the outside. Like, imagine eating a pie, but all you can taste is the crust. Sure, the crust is nice, but you want to eat the apple or whatever. Okay, that one definitely has too much. So I'm just passing it down with my fingers at the moment. This one actually came off of the edge a little bit. And then we'll go around with a fork later on. So this is the bit where you have to be a little bit meticulous, but it's also a bit slow. Not much happening right now. Just trying to shake the spoon well enough there so that we can actually get the... See, again, I think I may have overfilled this one. Some of them might pop. That one is a bit fat. All of the stuff that we cooked earlier in the pan, I know you guys didn't get a close-up, but there will be like a lot of juice kind of at the bottom. And you kind of want to mix it in so that everything's covered in like a layer of that juice. We didn't add any oil into the pan. We didn't add anything like that. It was all the stuff from the beef and the chorizo. So it's all like nice stuff, tasty stuff, but you don't want too much liquid, because otherwise these will just be very, very wet, and that's not what we want. But at the same time, we do not want them to be dry. Okay, I just need to put this over here. I'm going to need you later, so I'm going to put you there. I'm going to need you later, so I'm going to put you over here. Tuna empanadas are super common here in the north. You should try tuna ones. Okay. Yeah, I should. Oh, we're getting stuck here. This is actually quite heavy. Holy shit. Should we get these ready on a tray? I think that might be the best course of action, so we don't risk any accidents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of oil, just a little bit, just to grease up the tray, so that when we put these on the tray, they don't stick. It's really good if you have like the oil, like in a spray thing, like a spray on oil. That's really good, because then you don't like overdo it. We just want it to be lubricated, so to speak, so that when we put them in the oven and take them out later, we don't end up with them stuck. Okay, now is the delicate part. Right, transfer them over. And then I can show you the crimping that we do. I'm hoping I can fit them all on one tray here, because then the other roll we can use for the we can use the other roll. Oh gosh, this one is a beast, isn't it? Yeah, okay, they fit on the tray, so we can have one roll per tray. That works out well. We can get rid of this now. We're making progress. We try to use all of the filling, but if we can't, then it's not the end of the world. Okay, so now we get a fork. How are the empanadas? We're just doing them now, Josh. So we're going to crimp the edges like this. Just so... Hello! Just so that we seal the edges. Ah. Hi chat, did you miss me? I'm sorry. Cloudy came home, so I wanted to have a chat. I also had to tell him about some stuff in the house. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys... Oh, I've made a proper mess of this. I'm sure you guys saw what I was doing there, just crimping the edges and then creating a little steam hole for the steam to come out. If you don't make a steam hole, they will explode. And maybe that's the kind of thing you want to do. Maybe you're the kind of person who puts melt spoons in the microwave. I don't know. Speak your truth, live your life. But I don't like my food exploding, so... Do you like how I did the bottom one this time? I've been going bang, 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 right? But this time I've gone bang, bang, bang. Done a little sidestep. Always keep them guessing, chat. Always keep them guessing. Who are them? Whoever. Whoever's trying to guess, you just got to keep them guessing. It's Philosophical Thursday. Right, we're probably going to have some mixture left over here, which I will... sort out. See, yeah, these are a bit fiddly. Most of my recipes, I'm like, hey guys, you see how easy this is? This is easy. You saw, like, we did a little bit of prep. A lot of that prep was for multiple things as well. In reality, the only thing we needed to do for this was the onion, the parsley, the coriander, and the chorizo. Everything else was like extras for the chimichurri sauce. But yeah, in terms of like, they are a bit fiddly because you have to do all of this. It takes time. Like, what time is it now? It's like 6 o'clock. So we've been doing this for an hour now, and we're kind of getting towards the end. Once they go in the oven, that's it. Your job's done, essentially. So they do get a little bit fiddly. It does get a little bit awkward. But I think they're worth it. It's different. A lot of Mexican food is like tortillas or like taco shells and things like that. You got enchiladas, burritos, fajitas, etc. But with empanadas, you got a bit of pastry going on. That's something different. I don't know. I like it. Something different. Right. We're going to get the other tray now. We need to oil this bad boy up as well. Is that hot still? No, we're good. Oh, that's a little bit too much oil, I think. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, it's fine actually. Just the right amount. I have a presentation idea, but we'll see if it works out. We miss you so much. Did you, Josh? I'm back now. Empanadas Spanish or South American? They're South American. No Ada jumper yet? What? Is there no Ada jumper? Don't tell me there's no Ada jumper in the update, dude. With all these leaks and all these updates. I was told specifically there was an Ada jumper. I will riot. I want to be sporting my my Christmas jumper. Okay, so we can get rid of this one now. We're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, so again, get our fork, crimp the edges. Honestly, sometimes with some of these, it's more for show than anything. Just kind of lets you know where the edges are, but also it does help with sealing them. Some of these I've done a little bit misshapen. Some of them are going to be like the Shreks, you know. We'll have the Shreks, we'll have the donkeys, we'll have the We'll have the Prince Charmings. We'll have that, the gingerbread men's. Oh, should I make gingerbread men? I don't know how to make gingerbread men. I don't know why I suggested that. How do you make gingerbread men? Is it easy? I might do something for a dessert next week as well. Should I do my patented Kinder Bueno cheesecake for my roast? I think that'd be good. Maybe I'll do that next week. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. Crimping done. Knife, just a couple of steam holes. Not steam, valve steam. Holes to let the steam out. Okay. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We have one more thing we need to do. I'm going to get this egg. I'm going to crack the egg. Now the fork we were using for crimping is going to get another use. I'm going to be beating this egg. Now, I remember the last time I did this, I couldn't find my pastry brushes. And since then, I still have not found my pastry brushes. I'm going to get the... I cannot find them anywhere. They were in this cupboard somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I cannot find them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingers. So if you have a pastry brush, use that. If you don't, you can use your fingers. And we're just doing a bit of an egg wash. Which means just doing it on the top, and then that will give it a nice golden brown colour. Oh no, I've made a massive mistake. My fingers are clean. It's not the issue. It's just it's a bit hard to do it finely without putting your big dumb hands inside the pastry. Right, we've done one tray. Oh god. I poured egg all over the tray now. That's bad. That actually is bad. Okay, we'll sort that out in a second. We just want them to have a nice golden brown colour when they come out the oven. Just want things to look nice as well as taste nice. Okay, I need to... God, how do I do this? I need a spoon. I've made a mistake. No brush, try finger. Oh god. I've made an absolute hash of this, guys. Alright, you know, whatever. We're going to have some cooked egg in there. It's fine. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. I'm a little bothered. Okay, so now we're going to put these in the oven. And they need about 20 minutes, and we are just at 10 past, which is perfect timing, because then we know at half past they need to be taken out, and then they need to rest for like 5 minutes. So we're bringing back our chopping board. Hey, welcome back. So we have our oregano, we have our chilies, we have our parsley, and we have our coriander. But that is for our chimichurri sauce. I need to double check, and then we need to do the coleslaw as well. So, it just says to like whisk it together with oil. So we need to put the parsley, the coriander, all of this into this bowl, and then we need to add no, that's not what we need. We need olive oil. Okay, and we need some garlic. Oh, do we have enough garlic? We don't have spare garlic. Dang, let's buy some more garlic. Ah, shit, do you know what I forgot? Do you know what I forgot? I didn't put any fucking tomato puree in the empanadas. I'm not gonna have that tomatoey bit. Shame. So I told you my memory is awful. This is less of a sauce and more like just a freaking veg. Yeah. Which I guess is what it looks like. Almost dead. These ones can go back in. Okay, well that's I think it. We've done our sauce. It's supposed to be a sauce. It smells very garlicky and I'm sure it'll taste very nice. But that's it. We need to get on with the coleslaw now. We start off with a red onion. There we go. Took me a while. We got there. We're just going to slice this onion, but we're going to thinly slice it, but we're not going to dice it. Slicing, no dicing. Okay, I'm going to get my bowl that I left over here earlier, and we're going to put the onion in. I'm going to break it up into all its rings, its slices, so there's no chunks left. Is this a big enough bowl, or did I use the bigger bowl last time? I think this is right. So now we need carrot. Oh, I got a perfect carrot for this. This carrot has a tumor. It's a carrot. Wow. It's got a pee-pee. Its pee-pee's gonna touch you, chat. It's touching Josh. Oh no. Alright. It's actually a very big carrot. I'm gonna chop its knob off. Put that over there. Hi, Tillin. How's it going? CeeJaey, you only have 13 achievements left in Highlight. 3 or 4 require a new playthrough. 2 or 3 are Pantheon, 2 are Steel Soul, and 3 are Speedrun. Ooh, nice. You can double up on some of those. If you're feeling brave. But yeah, the Steel Soul, like I said, is fairly difficult. Because obviously if you die, that's it. But you can always, if you're like, shit, I'm gonna die, just pause and quit to menu. You start back at the previous checkpoint. So it's punishing, but not as punishing as, you know, it could potentially be. The Pantheon ones are pretty tough, especially the later ones. It takes time, but if you get good at the bosses, then it should be fine, I believe. And the speedrun ones, again, like, once you know what you're doing, the speedrun thing is just about knowing the best route. I remember when I went back and looked at it, I was like, okay, this is the route I need to do. Found an optimum way to do it. I think I need a bigger bowl. We're going to need a bigger bowl. I've misjudged. Clean that up afterwards. Time check. Approaching 9 minutes. I actually think this is enough carrot. Put this in the fridge for later consumption, I guess. Yeah, the Hollow Knight achievements are, there's like a couple that are hard. Steel Soul and the later Pantheon can be a bit rough. The full Pantheon one is one where you make all bosses and it takes like 1 hour. Yeah, you're not looking at a good time with that one. I think in terms of the one that... I think Steel Soul has less people having completed it. But the final Pantheon, I think most people don't bother with Steel Soul. Unless they're specifically going for the achievement or they're a big fan or anything. Yeah, the Pantheon is a bitch. It's a bitch. Especially when you consider the last pantheon is the hardest ones. Hardest bosses in the game. And you end up in a pretty rough scenario. Okay, so let me get rid of there's my cling film. Pop a carrot back there. I'm gonna need a couple of spoons. Okay, so we have our bowl. What we need is a lot of mayonnaise. Honestly, considering it's only me and Claudia, I could have just gone with the half an onion and just reduced everything. Should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? Why didn't I think of that, chat? Why did I think of it? Fool. Let me add some sour cream. And then for the final touch, we add in some chipotle paste. Now the amount that you add depends on how spicy you want it. Then you give it a good mix. Now if you just want it to have a little bit of a twang, then it will probably just look fairly white, maybe with a bit of a tinge. But if you want it spicy, it's going to look more of a brown colour, because you add more chipotle. And a little bit more. I'm using a different paste actually. I don't feel this paste is as concentrated as the other one. Definitely not. Slightly different taste as well. But that's the coleslaw. Done. Very simple, very easy, yes? So now we can start serving shit up. And getting ourselves in a position. Ready for the empanadas to arrive. Chef CeeJaey going crazy? I'm going crazy, dude. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. Take this bits. I'm gonna wash these bits up here. So bear with me, because then I can do the chopping board. So yeah, the sides, kind of just prepping, chopping veg, and then mixing it together in the right order, in the right places. And the empanadas, again, mostly just preparing stuff, mixing it together, and then putting it in the oven. All fairly simple, but the empanadas are a bit kind of fiddly and time consuming. Having to do each one is a bit of a faff, I'm not going to lie. We have a little bit of this meat stuff left over. Should I try some? Nice. Don't have anywhere to store it now. Don't know. I don't know what to do, chat. I'm gonna put it in a bowl. Okay, how much time have I got? 3 minutes until they need to come out of the oven. Which is good, we got everything ready. I just need to kind of plate things up now in the way that I wanted it done. Giving this board a scrub down. We're nearly there, chat. We're so close. Okay. Whew. It's all coming together. Okay. I just need to cover this bowl of stuff, of meat, and put it in the refrigerator. You can beat every boss first try apart from NK Grim, Radiance, and the True Hollow Knight boss. Do you want a mini spoiler about that? You don't mind. So the boss that you fought at the end of the true ending of the game, or whatever ending you want to call it, because technically it's not considered the canon ending, but anyway, that's the Radiance, right? But the one that you fight in the Pantheon is a harder version. So yeah, it's pretty tough because you have to go through all of those things, and then you're basically fighting against a harder version of the final boss, having done, you know, all of those tough bosses before. But if you keep trying, I reckon you can do it. Thank you, I guess. Look, I watched, there's some really good YouTube channels if you're interested in watching kind of custom Hollow Knight stuff, where people made even harder versions of the Radiance to the point where they thought it was impossible, and there were people who actually beat them. Like these things that were considered humanly impossible. These people beat them. And there's people who've done some pretty crazy feats in the game. So if they can do that, and if I can do it, you can do it. I believe. I have faith. Okay, so I've got these little glass dishes here. And what I'm planning on doing is putting the glass dish in the middle. Okay. And did you like your Cameroons Fritos joke? Did it make sense? Josh, when do I ever make haggis jokes? Right. So I'm going to pop this in here. Apparently you're supposed to serve chimichurri sauce in a different dish depending on what you're having it with. That's what the recipe said. These are the only dishes we have that are suitable, so... I think it will look nice. I don't know whether this sauce tastes nice. It smells nice. It's basically herbs, a bit of spice, garlic, and a lot of oil. Oh, what time is it? Okay, we gotta take this out. Gotta get my coleslaw out of the way. Whoa! Smoky. Steamy. I don't know. I can't see. I'm blind! How are they looking? Let me give them a quick touch. Looking good. They're looking kind of golden. If I can find my brushes that Tech bought me. She also bought these gloves for us. Then that would be much better. Okay, so that's our chimichurri sauce. I've listened to this soundtrack untold number of times now. I've never played a Mori. Are those goose cheese? Yes, they are, Josh. Well recognized, yeah. Cloudy bought some of these one day and kept the jars. Oh. Did it translate to shrimp fried this rice academy? I mean, I guess, like, vaguely. I know what you meant. Yeah, so, I mean, these are useful for something like this, I think. Here, I'm going to try and... Should I do the coleslaw first? Might be an idea. There's going to be so much coleslaw left, holy shit. Going to be in empanadas and Chiopotle coleslaw for the next week. Sounds like my app's still... Oh no! Don't go in the sauce. Okay, these ones look more golden. Alright, I need to take a picture because I think this looks pretty cool. Send some over? Dude, there are so many. I've made too many. I think that's good. Do you think 3 or 4 per person? Cloudy's a hungry boy. He's a growing boy. We'll do 4. I think 4 will fit. There we go. Right. I'll take him some kitchen towel in case he wants to use his fingers. And a fork for the coleslaw. I will be right back. 2 minutes. Food be bussin'? Thanks, man. I'm back. I'll try and give you guys like a bit of a close-up. So we got like the empanadas on the side. Normally they're a bit more rounded, but we're not doing it fancy. Then we got the chipotle coleslaw and then the chimichurri sauce in the middle. But that is it. We are done. We are done. We've finished it. And now I'm going to go consume it. And there is more if people... I was going to say, there's more if you want it. There's more if people are hungry. But alas, you guys are not here. Yeah, I'm going to be eating empanadas for days. I'm going to have them for breakfast tomorrow. Ruin my insides. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you... You can start selling those? I don't know, man. People are gonna... I mean, there was that guy. I watched a show called Millionaire Menu. Was it $Million Menu? And it was about people who wanted to like join a restaurant, like, and have the chance of starting their own restaurant chain, and they had to pitch to these business people. And this one guy basically once a week sold takeaway from his house, and he would like cook in the kitchen, and his mates would deliver it for him and stuff. And he was like proper famous on Instagram. Who knows? Anyway. Enough of that. I'm going to go eat. You guys take care. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Final Fantasy IX. We're going to be continuing that. Exclamation mark schedule if you want to see what I'm doing the rest of the week. Kind of shorter streams at the weekend. But a long stream tomorrow and then next week. Hopefully some longer streams as we continue progress or anything. You guys have a lovely evening. Bye.